Awesome. Everybody wave. It's graduation day. The past 4 years you spent in high school are finally over. Well, what did you learn? Imaginary numbers, the quadratic formula, maybe the state bird of Minnesota. But do all these things really help you with your future after college? They might help you get you into your dream school in college, but they might not actually prepare you for success. You look down at your diploma in hand and suddenly begin to worry as you don't know how to do taxes, manage your money, or even cook a steak. High schoolers should take a basic life course that covers soft skills that prepare students for the workplace, as well as everyday skills that manage their money and be successful. So why should you care? You should care because you were not given the essential tools for life from your high school education, so you may be at a disadvantage compared to others. You should also care to help advocate for your local schools and school board members about this topic to help future generations. I've done lots of research about this topic, and I personally felt that I had not been given the right tools in high school to succeed in these areas. I've also noticed friends and other peers who lack these soft skills as well. All right. So today I'm going to talk about 3 different things: the current education system, solutions to the problem, and also what will happen if we ignore this situation. So the problem is the current public schools education doesn't provide students with the necessary skills that would better prepare them for life. A study from the Alliance for Excellence Education found that close to 1/3 of the community college freshmen and 20% of freshmen in the 4-year institution enroll at a remedial course upon arrival. They go to college without the basic skills required to succeed there. Furthermore, high school students who go straight into the workforce are just as unprepared. More than 80% of employers say that recent graduates were deficient in these applied skills. These include communication, work ethic, and critical thinking. And 72% said that they were deficient in basic writing skills. I was talking to my principal, and she was explaining how the school is so focused on offering classes that prepare students for the SAT and meeting those required courses that they don't have time to necessarily offer those courses. They're available, but they're so focused on passing those tests, especially in Florida. The study, Paying Double, estimates that a whopping $3.7 billion is lost annually by college, spending physical and monetary resources on remedial teaching, and companies are forced to spend money on technology that compensates for those employees' lack of basic skills. If this problem continues, then we as a nation will be wasting money on something that can easily be fixed in early education. This is a problem facing our nation because high school graduates are unprepared for life, costing universities and employees money and leaving these young adults in a dangerous place as the end of the world. I have a solution that may fix the problem. Just as economics is a required course in high school, a basic life course could be required as well that would teach students basic cooking skills, how to do taxes, manage money, resume or interview skills, and other applicable lessons or soft skills that students need to know for life. An article from mission.org talks about how he wished he learned skills like managing money, mental health, and such things as romantic relationships. The Huffington Post published a report in 2014 sharing statistics how 30% of college students reported feeling depressed to the point that it might negatively affect their performance. This mental illness as well is a quality of life that was affecting many others as well. Their symptoms and quality of life after participating in some forms of treatment affected them positively 70-90%. These statistics show how taking the time to educate students about dealing with life truly helps them in the long run, and maybe even saving a life from preventing a suicide. One could argue that a course like this shouldn't be taught, since life skills are the job of the parents, and it is their responsibility to pass that down to the students. According to Larry Bilotta, a marriage specialist, half of all American children will witness the breakup of a parent's marriage. This is a large majority of students who have split parents or live in a single-parent household. This makes it hard for the single parent to teach their child about taxes when they're working all the time. Schools can alleviate some of this pressure. Statistics show that some kind of training or class would benefit students to be better prepared for the workforce and for life. Let's take a step in the future to see what would happen if we don't take action on this problem. The year is 2035, 15 years into the future, and we still don't have basic life course implemented in high schools. Students are coming out, going off to college or into the workplace with no idea how to manage their money, how to cook food, or even what to do in a relationship. Because of this, we've seen a decline in the economy since so many people are in debt. People are spending way too much money eating out, which just increases the debt. Finally, more and more people are getting divorced, creating a never-ending cycle. If we do implement this course for high schools, we can see the increase of the economy as people learn to spend their money wisely, learn to invest their money responsibly. They may even gain an appreciation for a good home-cooked meal. Lastly, we would see relationships lasting and prospering, resulting in a good environment for kids growing up in those homes. My friend Bryson wasn't really taught how to learn how to cook and often eats out, but that's okay. If he was taught how to cook, maybe he could be saving himself money, which is especially important now in college. So where do we go from here? There has to be something done about the current state of graduating seniors regarding their education of life skills. According to education.com, 1 in 3 students are unprepared for life after high school. There must be a course to fill this gap. Steps that you can take are educating yourself about this topic, as well as spreading awareness to those around you. Your voice matters. You can also contact your local school board or state legislator and share your opinions with them. Students are coming out of high school with knowledge that might be good for the SAT, but lacking in the knowledge that prepares them for life. That's why I propose high schools across the country implement a basic life skills course. So, why do I care about this topic? There's many reasons, but I enjoy how to cook. I learned from how to cook from my mom, YouTube, and trial and error. Most college students, I wouldn't consider themselves a chef, and often stick to ramen because it's easy to make. I know that when I eat better, I perform better as well. Just as there are many people who think the earth is flat, there are many who still think that investing your money is something that you should start when you're 40. I urge you to help spread awareness about this issue so that future generations will be better for those that came before them. Thank you. Any questions? Yes?
Which life skill do you think is the most important that we are missing out on?
Well, I would personally say how to do taxes. So eventually we're all going to get jobs. I don't know how to do taxes, and that was something that I didn't learn in school. That's something that I know the government will come after you for, but I think there's so many skills that are so important, such as cooking, because you have to kind of eat to survive, but you also have to pay or you're going to go to prison, so that's really important too.
What are some of the advantages of requiring a life skills course during high school as opposed to college?
So I believe that when you're in high school, you still have your parents to kind of be there for you. If you take a course in college, you're going to have to learn that entire material in that first semester that you're here in the fall. So that might not be enough time because you're still going to have to eat in that first day of class compared to high school when you still have that support of your parents at home. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.